Namaste guys. So today we'll be talking about 3 Manfrotto tripod heads. One is the biggest one. This is 502AH. I think you guys have seen this head. It has this tension control at the side and tension control and for the pan head and the lock at this side, and it is pretty big tripod, and it has this Swiss Arcus plate, and you can slide it inside when you want. And the second one is Manfrotto 500AH. This you can just drop the camera with this function. It was pretty easy not to slide in and out, and this 502 also has the counterbalance, and this also has the counterbalance, so you can see them coming back like this. If I do this, slowly coming back, and it has a lock on this side rather this is pretty good to lock, because when you're panning with the right hand, I think you have both right and left hand, so you can always switch it. But for a right-handed person, the lock is much more easier to be on the left-hand side, because on the 502AH, when you want to lock it, then you have to on the other side, because you always pan with your right hand, and it is not that easy. And the third one is the newest one. I hope you can see it. I don't know what you're seeing right now. So I had to buy 3 of them to get one of them. So this is the smallest one. It is Xpro 2W, I think. No, yeah, Xpro 2W. So it does not have this counterbalance spring mechanism like this, but you have this selector where you can like make it to a heavier camera lens here, and again back to the normal camera as well. And it is much more portable for the work I do, and I was pretty much impressed with this small guy. And the bottom part is also very interesting. I got I wanted to buy some legs, but I didn't want to pay like a premium for the Manfrotto head, so I bought this Hahnel Triad 60. It is pretty good tripod, and the one I got before was like, it has the legs, but the legs were a little bit bent, so I ordered one more, and this one the legs are straight as well, and I don't see a difference between Hahnel leg tripod and another Manfrotto or anything. I bought a Coleman carbon tripod, and I would really like to tell you one thing, guys. Don't buy this carbon legged tripods, because number one, they are too light, and this is not good for video work. So let me show you like the pan head of all these heads with a small panning session, and maybe you can feel how good the heads are and how fluid the heads are. For me, I'm like a run and gun guy, because I have to go to different places, and this tripod I find it really good, because the most interesting thing is it's not that heavy, and I can just pack it, and the head is also not that big, and I just pack this to a very small footprint, to a very small bag like this. You cannot imagine how small this is, and I'm thinking to have a backpack and then have all the stuffs. And the other interesting thing is like you can use it as a, like if you just throw this back, and you can also use this like this way, like what do you call it, a soldier rig. It needs to be a little bit balanced, because the legs are spread apart, and I do some kind of like soldier rig shots with this one as well. It was pretty good, because there are tripods which has like 3 axes which are connected. In those tripod you cannot do this soldier rig kind of thing. For this, I can do it. I had the Coleman, and the Coleman had this foam padding inside it, but this one does not have it, but it's just like 60 bucks. You're in Germany, and I think it was not that expensive, and it was really a good value for me. And so I paid like 60 plus 110 or something for the Manfrotto head. So let's go to the 502 first. I will show some panning. So now this is the Manfrotto 502, the most expensive of all the heads. It has this counterbalance, and for my light camera I'm really confused how to use this. So I go pan from this to this. It's pretty smooth than others, but still too big for it. Now this Swiss pen is taking a lot of and when I don't know how to lock with another hand, because and I cannot move, I cannot like make it on an angle, like it has to be always in this position, and I didn't found it very useful. You have to hold it. Well, let's take it one more time. 1, 2, 3, back. It does have this smooth pan, but when you are doing the Swiss, I don't know, maybe if I don't know how to do this, because it has this counterbalance thing, so it has to be always placed in this, what you call, otherwise it will just push it all the time, like, and I cannot stop it on the tilt. Maybe someone else knows how to stop it. There is this thing, but still. So this is the 502, guys. I think you guys are too many buttons and it always slows me. Maybe this one is the best one, but I didn't found it much. So you guys think about it. Much more bulky to carry because the weight and this thing seems pretty big than the normal one. This is the Manfrotto 500AH. This is also a very nice head, a little bit bigger size, but I do like this head as well. The pen and everything are very smooth. You don't have much control, only this lock mechanism over there. And the Swiss Argus plate is so good that you can just put the camera from the top, so you don't need to slide it like in 502. So this is the Swiss pen. I think it's pretty good. Holding in a different position. Okay guys, I think you got the how it felt. So now let's go to this baby, the new one, which is the lightest one, and it has very few knobs to play with it. You cannot fiddle with all the settings like the other one, but let's see how it does perform with these other things. So this one is the Xpro 2, as I have already said. It's the smallest tripod. It just stops like a very beautifully. Look at the Swiss pen as well, pretty good. And again the Gorilla Pod. Going back, Swiss pen again, and then back. It's buttery smooth for this small camera setup that I have right now. So I don't know, see, the pan is working pretty good. Like, need to be careful, and then it does not have the speed that you can change it all the time, but still for one speed and one motion it is pretty good. So this is the Hahnel head. So like this. The handle has some movement when it's going back as well. I don't know why. So this is the pan, Swiss pan. It has some movement in this. I think this is a defective unit, see? Only the head is moving a little bit. The handle head was not that good in that sense. Let's see. Sorry. The pans are really good, I think. If you do this, it's enough for a small video shoot. So let's go to the next one. So guys, I think you saw all the videos of different tripods, how they perform. And for me, I think if you want to have a very cheap tripod in a very good value, I tried a lot of tripods to buy one right for me, because I don't know, I'm too it's not perfectionist, but I'm like too much of a person like to get into something, and I just really want to have the best of the best and the lightest one. And this Hahnel Triad 60 is a really good and a very light tripod if you are like a run and gun guy, and for a DSLR camera it's really good, and the money is like not even expensive. It's like 60 bucks is nothing, you just pay it for. I just bought another Coleman which cost like 200 or something, and this eBay guy, he had screwed the head and it was already bad, and I have like 2 tripods right now sitting. I have to sell this Coleman, I don't know, because it is too light for my work. Maybe someone who uses for photography work or something like that can use it, but I don't want to use it because again, I want to tell you guys, don't use carbon tripods if you want to do video work, because it's too much moving at this point. It does not have this spikes that you need need for like the off-road kind of shooting environment, but I don't need it because I'm doing like events and stuff like that, music videos, commercials. Is enough for me, and I have 2 of them, and you guys can go with whatsoever you like. But one more thing, let's check the tripod head from the Hahnel as well. I think we have forgotten this. So that was the tripod head of the Hahnel itself, and it is also very good. If you cannot buy or afford the Manfrotto, the Hahnel is perfectly good. It's very fluid, and it is small, but I really recommend this Hahnel. And if you want to a little bit upgrade with this, and maybe you can go with this Manfrotto Xpro 2W head, which is also really very nice. And the bigger heads, you can go with them as well if you are willing with it, but I don't know. But one thing guys, with this head, this has this lock mechanism, which is a really wait, I just would like to show this to you guys. This only goes, here says the lens on this direction, because I put it another side one time and I dropped my camera and I broke my microphone and stuff like that. So please be careful when you're using this head, because you need to be properly oriented for this camera thing. And I was in the dark and I just screwed it at the back of the camera, and when I was shooting, like doing a pan, and the camera dropped. I was really upset at this moment because I could not make the shooting as I wanted, because I was shooting an event at this time. But still, nothing broke so bad. I just had to repair this hot shoe and everything. But the camera survived. Canon camera 550D. It was pretty good, I think, at this moment. I really want to buy a new camera, but still I have to go with this one till a new good one with 4K or a global shutter comes. So that was all about all the things and all the tests I did. I hope you guys like it. I don't have this YouTube kind of subscribe kind of thing, but I'm just making it as an informative video. If you guys, maybe you guys can find your good tripod head with this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Tschüss.